Hello everyone, this is your friend Ervin. In life, we have so many questions. Sometimes we question, who am I? Where I where I came from? What is my purpose of my life? Where I am going? In that search of questions, we are looking for answer. In the process, we are searching for happiness and satisfaction. But if you look around in the society, there are so many problems in terms of political, in terms of economics, in terms of religion. Let's say, for example, of political aspect. There are so many wars. Nowadays, there's a war between Ukraine and Russia. Who is wrong? Who is right? Where we will side? Which country we will side? And how our perspective on that war? There's a war between Israel and the Hamas people. Why there's a fight? Why there's a war? There's a lot of questions with regard these things. And at the end, each one of us, we're searching with common ground. We're searching for happiness. And in the end, are we satisfied for that kind of happiness? This is your life coach, Ervin Langkino. We are going now to discuss many aspects, many dimensions on this regard. Pause muna natin. In the search of our answers to those questions, we can categorically make a concept on this three aspects of ourselves. First, we are composed of three tripartite. We are composed of spirit, we have the soul, and we have the body. In other, let's say for Hinduism, the spirit means the chitta, the pure consciousness. And the soul, they call this as Atman. Of course, the third body, same body. In other words, the spirit or the chitta, it is the level of consciousness. They said we have individual spirit, we have individual consciousness, and we have the cosmic spirit, or we can say God, or other, we could say a cosmic consciousness. The consciousness of the universe. And about the soul, sometimes they call it as mind, they call it as Atman, but for us, or we can categorize this as a ghost. The soul, if you see some ghost, that is a soul without body. So that means for us, we are a ghost but with body. Yeah. So that's why if you remove the body, you can see only the soul. Or otherwise, we call it as ghost. How about the body? There are many compositions of our body, and there are so many needs that, as I've said, in it will have so many dimensions. It might be on the discussion of political, economic, social, okay, and even the different governance because of the body. What are those? In our constitution, okay, we have, as I've said, we have the spirit, soul, and body. So in our constitution, it's mentioned the separation of church and state. Why do you think there's a separation of church and state? Are they in the fight, or they are totally different? Why they have to separate? Because we are very complex. For us to be a human being, we have complex requirement. So many dimensions, so many things to be satisfied. For the separation of church and state, what is the concentration of the state? As I've said, we are tripartite. We have body, soul, and spirit. So usually, the state is concerned on the human welfare. Where is that point? In the body, soul, or in spirit? Usually, the state will satisfy the human welfare, which is on the part of body and soul. Because soul, that is, it comes with the mind in different understanding. Okay. And how about the church? Usually, the church concern of human well-being. I've said the state will concern on human welfare, which is mostly on human of our body conveniences and comforts, and the church usually concern on human well-being. What are those? About to achieve happiness, joy, blissfulness, pleasure, love, peace. So these are the coverage usually taken by the church. And in that tripartite, where is it? Body, soul, spirit. Where that category? Usually it will satisfy our soul and spirit. That is the main goal of the church. And main goal of the state, human welfare, which is only concentrated on soul and body. And the concentration of the church is a human well-being, concentration on spirit and soul. So that's why in the Constitution, since we need welfare for us, we need also well-being. So that's why we have two major, let's say, the power of state and the power of religion, because it will satisfy our requirement, our tripartite, the body, soul, and spirit. That's why in Constitution they make it separate. The state will be responsible for human welfare, and the church is responsible for human well-being. Usually, in the search of our happiness, especially our body, we have what we call human longing. Our human longing, there's a longing for us for self-preservation, which will compel for us to build walls around ourselves to protect ourselves. That's why we need shelter. And if we want to protect our surroundings, we build gate or walls. But another part of us, we are wanting to expand. We don't want walls. We want to expand more, to become boundless. That's why the state is usually concerned on our preservation, which is human welfare. And the church is concerned of this longing for expansion, which is human well-being. Human welfare is for exclusiveness, like food you want to eat. You are not just throwing the food because your body needs the food. But in the other side of us, we want inclusiveness, which is the human well-being. We want everybody will be happy, everybody attain joy, peace, love. That is also our aspiration. In the next video, we will go into detail of all these aspects: the human welfare, human well-being, the detail of it, and then why there's so many conflicts, wars in the world, how it interrelate to each other. And as I've said, we are always in the search of happiness and satisfaction. So in the next video, we will go into those details. What Erwin is talking about? Is he talking about religion? Is he establishing another religion? Is proposing another political system of state governance? What is trying to convey? Or maybe it's another business, another spiritual business, another ideology. What is pointing about? As per question, on my interpretation, he's talking about on spiritual aspects with the philosophies of religion and governance of the state. He has ideas that may shake the status quo of the major religions of the world, economics perspective, and on political dimensions. About the business, I think it will really affect the business as usual on the major religions if they are serious. With his philosophies, it may really affect the needs and wants concept of the economy. It may also shake in the business as usual on economics and on political ideas. See you next video.